Hello everyone, it is Wednesday night. That means it's time for another Facebook Live. Excuse me. Let me get this shared over to my page in case somebody's looking for it there. And that will give you a few minutes to find me. Always takes me a minute to do this. Since Facebook made changes, it's not as easy as it used to be. I can't just share it like I used to be able to. Now I have to copy the link over there. All right. That is copy. Let's go back in case I need to see comments over here. All right. I think we're about ready. Oops. Okay. There we go. All right. In case you're new, I come to you live almost every Wednesday at 7:30 Central Time. I'm in Little Rock, Arkansas, and we make something fun. And then the next week, I give away what we made the previous week. So last week, we made this fun card. This is with the Caring Leaves stamp set, and then the Splendors of Autumn, I think, is this designer series paper, and the new birch embossing folder. So I made that last week, and I'll tell you at the end who won that. This week I'm playing with an online exclusive, and it's actually what I call a mega suite. So it has 2 bundles in it, and it actually has 2 different papers. The embellishments right now, which are like red. I might even have some from, let me see if I got them. Yeah, nope, that's not them. They are not available at the moment. These are the embellishments that go with it. Cherry cobbler and pearl adhesive backed berries. They're out of stock right now, but everything else in this suite is available. And so I didn't use those berries on my cards. So let's show you what's included in this. It has 2 bundles, like I mentioned. It has one called Golden Greenery. Hey, Nancy. It says these beautiful images, and they go together. So it's like 2-step stamping. All of those go together. And then it's got some wonderful dies. So you can die cut all of those leaves and bells and lots of little tiny berries if you want. And then it also has some additional dies that are just to add in. And I love it when they do this. You can add those in to add some more texture to your cards, which I used on this card, you'll see. And then the other bundle that goes in this suite is a sentiment one. And it is called Greetings of the Season. So it has great sentiments, and you can mix and match them. Like you can put a script Mary with just a block letter Christmas, just however you want. And then it has a couple that I think are good for the inside of cards. And then the dies that go with this are a bunch of labels. So that's always great to have in your craft arsenal, is like good labels. So I did not use those labels on this card. I did on another card that I'm going to show you at the end. Yeah, on the other 3 cards that I made, I did, but on this one I didn't. And then the paper, sorry, I have the paper buried, so let me unbury it real quick, is just beautiful. It is called Season of Green and Gold. And it has, sorry, it's going to be a little noisy, gold foil on one side of it. So this is some of the paper I use. You can see it has that gold foil. And then the other side does not. And the base for this is very vanilla on some of them. This one is basic white. But these other ones are very vanilla. So it's truly green and gold. And pecan pie, I think it says pecan pie. What's on the other side of these bells? Oh yeah, beautiful plaid. And the single bells you can die cut with the dies. And then some of the greenery you can. Not all of it, but some of it you can. So just beautiful paper. That's the bell one again. Let's see, have we seen them all? It seems like there's one more. Oh no, we saw that one too. That one. That's the other one. Just like stars. And then the other side of that is just a nice greenery too. So just green and gold, just beautiful. But it also, the suite also comes with, running out of space, some vellum. So graceful greenery vellum. And it has 3 different, sorry, that was probably noisy again, patterns. So it has one that is like evergreen branches. It has one that is like the other leaves that are in the set, which I've used some of this already. And you can see that white is almost a little shimmery on there. And then it has one that is just like a textured white. Yeah, that's showing up pretty good. So just beautiful. I had more fun creating with these, and I'll probably do some more creating this weekend. I'm going to a retreat this weekend, so I have to figure out what I'm going to take with me because I'll have lots of time to create. This is one of my favorite fun folds. It is super, super simple, but it's very, I think it's very pretty, or it can be very cute. All it is just a regular card base. So 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. That's what you would do for any card base. But then you score it once more at 2 1/8 and bend that back, and that's it. And then I added some designer series paper and this little piece. So like I said, super easy, but very effective. So let's do our stamp. We have one thing to stamp, and that is it. And I'm going to grab I probably don't need it for the sentiment, but just to be safe. So this says love, love and joy. The dies that I used on this are actually, let me just show you those real quick. They are the Spotlight on Nature dies. And they are just fabulous circle dies. So that's what I used on this one. Just a bunch of beautiful circles. So like this one you can see has all those little cuts around the edge of it. The outer one just has radiating lines. I'll show you that in just a minute. So let's do our stamping. We're just stamping. This is Garden Green. And we're just stamping our love and joy in the middle. That's it. Pretty difficult. Okay. And this is very vanilla. Since the base of my DSP was very vanilla, I used very vanilla for that. That is going to be layered on this Garden Green piece. And that's the one that has just like the little radiating cuts. So let's put this on. I'm just going to use a little green glue in the middle. I don't want it to get on those die cut areas. All right. Let's do one more thing before we start constructing all of this. So these are those evergreen dies that are in the set. Whoops. A little piece there that didn't come out. There we go. And I don't know if you can tell, it's always so hard to see the sparkle on camera. But these I did Wink of Stella all over there. You can see a little bit. There you go. And so they're very sparkly. So let's do that before we start putting everything together. To me, I just added a little more shimmer and sparkle, and for Christmas, you want it to be sparkly and shiny, and so I'm just taking my Wink of Stella and just brushing it all over these evergreen branches. This is a great way. Once this dries, and it won't take long to dry at all, then that glitter doesn't come off. I love Wink of Stella. All right, I'm just going to set them aside. That won't take them long at all to dry. All right, let's start constructing this. I have all my pieces here. I can't remember if I mentioned, but if you're new here, I will put on my blog shortly after this all the dimensions for these cards so that you can create these at home if you would like. And then, so I just fold it like normal, and then I'm just going to fold this piece back and burnish that too. All right, so we want our designer series paper here, the greenery one. So it kind of looks like a continuous piece if you cut them that way. It doesn't have to. You're going to have that other piece in the middle. So if you don't cut it so that it would go across like that, it's fine. I find it easier, for whatever reason for me, to set it this way so I can see this edge better. Whatever works for you. And I'm just using my liquid glue because then I can wiggle it. So I can make sure I get it on there straight and even. Whoop. That wasn't quite, oh, that's not bad. All right, and then we're going to put this one on this underneath side. Whoops. And again, just kind of make sure it's equal distance on those three sides. And then this is just a piece of very vanilla so that you have a little place to write. So we'll put that in here, and it will be covered up when you close it by the fold. But that gives you a little place to write. And then we have these two. So this is garden green, and then this is some of that beautiful designer series paper. Again, all the measurements will be on my blog shortly after we're done with this video. There we go. All right, very important. Only adhere this side to the card, because if you adhere both of them, then you can't open it. So just this side. And I like to just close it like that and then just kind of center that. Hey, Patience. No, I am not ready for the retreat. After I get done with this, I'm hoping to get some work done for it. I've made a list of things that I want to do while I'm there, so that will help me figure out what to pack. Patience is the queen of packing for a retreat. She can pack just minimal, and I always take way more than I need, and then I always end up not having something that I want. Okay, this is going to go up here on dimensionals. Let me grab those real quick. So that will go up in the corner. Well, come here. There we go. And I put it just a little bit off the edge. And then I'm using, I can't remember if this is in the suite or not. Let me just look it up real quick. Because, oh no, I can't. It's not in the catalog. I don't remember if this ribbon is in the suite. It is an online exclusive, but it's this beautiful satin. You've cooled down your pile today. Oh yeah, you've got workers there. It's this beautiful satin ribbon, and it's very wide. Let's see, it should tell me. It's very vanilla, and it is 3/4 of an inch. But it's beautiful. I'm going to put my glue away before I make a mess. And it just goes so well with this, so it's probably in this suite. I just don't remember. Oh, my laptop's locked. I think I did have it pulled up, because I wanted to be sure it was still available. I like to tie my bows while they're still on the bolt, on the spool, whatever. And then I tend to not waste as much. Yes, it is part of the suite. Thank you, Patience. I thought it probably was because it certainly goes with it, being vanilla. All right. So just mess with it until you're happy with your bow. There we go. Let me grab my scissors. And just trim these ends just a little bit. Okay. So this is going to go right here. And I got that because I wanted to kind of see where I wanted my, and I think I tucked them up under there a little bit, where I wanted my greenery, because I want to be sure that they show below my ribbon. And they can go off the edge of this, that's fine. You just don't want them to go past the edge of your card base. Then they would get folded up when you were putting it in the envelope. So I'm going to take a little of my liquid glue on the end of it. I'm just going to set that in there. Again, making sure I stay within the borders of my card. Do the same thing with this one. Whoops. A little extra piece on the back. There we go. And I like leaving the ends of them not attached. Just because, I don't know, I just like the movement that it has. Let's move that one that way. All right, and then my ribbon I'll put on with a glue dot. And that will just go right there at the top of our greenery. I may need to trim that one a little bit more. And there you go. And you could add some bling to it, but I decided with the Wink of Stella and all the foil on the paper and the shimmery satin ribbon that we didn't really need any more bling. So next week, somebody will win this card. This suite is just beautiful. Let me show you some other cards that I made with it. This one, I used basic white, and this is some of the vellum. So there's the white vellum. This I cut out of the other, thank you, Patience. These were all cut out of the vellum. And then this, I think this is a gold and silver that come together. So I used the silver and then some gold gems. And then another one this is the one I demonstrated at the team meeting this weekend. Gold. So here, these are some of the labels. And actually this is too. I just put the ribbon at the top of it, but it's a big label, and then this is a label. And then I stamped this and die cut it, stamped some greenery on the background. Yeah, the suite is unavailable because of the bling. Yeah, everything else is available, but those cherry cobbler and pearl gems are not available. So I didn't use them on any of these. And then the last one, I wanted to add a little color. And I had this shaded spruce ribbon that I wanted to try. Hey, Kay. And so I put that on this one. This is some pecan pie. This is die cut from the paper, and these bells are too. And then I don't know if you can tell a little bit. I put a little bit of Wink of Stella. This is cherry cobbler on the ends of these. So it's kind of hard to see. Yes, that's true, Kay. It is the bling that's out. I checked that before I got online tonight. So everything else is available. It's just the bling that's not available. And this is another one of those labels from that other set, from the Greetings of the Season set. So it's been fun to play with, and I probably will take it with me to the retreat this weekend to play some more. Again, I'll have the dimensions on my blog shortly, and next week, makes her green with envy. Oh, good. I'm glad you like the one with the cherry cobbler. I couldn't decide on that one, Patience. I wasn't sure about the ribbon on that one, but I wanted something with a little color. All right, so next week somebody will win this card. Everybody that comments on this Facebook post will be in the drawing to win this card next week. And last week we made this one, and the winner of this card is Jackie. So I will get that sent to her, or she might be at the retreat. No, she's not going to be there. I'll get it sent to her at some point. I don't think there's any rush, but I will get it sent to her. Okay, that is it for tonight. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next week. I don't know what we'll do next week. I never know until the weekend usually, and I'm playing around. I'll probably get it all figured out this weekend when I'm at the retreat, just playing. So watch for lots of pictures from the retreat of what I'm making, and I will see you next Wednesday. Bye.